Hello there, I'm Vas, welcome to another Vas Gaming video. Today we have top 16 pure branded with Marios Tsormpatsidis.
Yeah, I played branded,
Yes.
as you said. I chose to not play this.
Okay.
And throughout the profile I will explain why. I went
Okay.
6-1-1. So here's the list.
Okay.
So it's 42 cards. Usually it's way more. It's around 50. I will explain why I went with the build that I initially brought to the tournament. 2 Albion, 1 Quem, 2 Cartesian, 3 Alubers, 2 of Fallen of Albas. The one of the engine that I chose are a Mercurian and a Tragedy. Only those. I tried to cut down on the bricks that are actually, when you draw them, they give you no play at all. Mercury, though, for matchups like Snake Eye or Voiceless is pretty good, and it gives you access to the Gold Shark. One Lebellion, to tribute the Albion, of course, 1 Saronir, and the 42nd card basically was a Magnamoth. I went with the Magnamoth because I think that it's very good against Voiceless, and in general when the Flambirds tries to put the Masquerena to the back row. So I thought this was pretty good since it can search plays in this deck as well. 1 red, only 1 red because while testing I saw that whenever I was drawing 2 I had a problem because there were plenty of times that I couldn't make the most use out of my hand. 3 Brand Fusion, Ultimate Rares, best card in the game.
Man.
And my favorite card in the game. This card's broken, it's the meltdown of our era. Everyone hates it, but I love it.
Προφανώς.
Yeah. 3 opening.
Yeah.
As you can see, I'm trying to maximize the engine and the access to the branded fusions. 1 Gold Shark for Tragedy Mercury, of course, this is nothing new. 1 Triple Tactics. I was siding the Thrust because I decided not to play the duplication to try and maximize the cards that do something in my deck, in my hand, I'm sorry. Because when you draw the duplication, if you don't already have access to the fusion, it's literally sitting there doing nothing, and it requires a lot more space. 1 Call by the Grave, 3 Deployments, very good card. I will make it a QCR very soon. For the flex spots, 3 Droplet. Droplet is good against everything that isn't Flounder. Yeah, anyway. Yeah, my only loss on Swiss was to Flounder on time. 3 Super Poly. As we know, Brand is very good with Super Poly, even though I don't think it's a good card this format. If you're not playing Albas and you can't access literally anything, you can make it live with your engine. I wouldn't play this, just like Vas didn't play it on Yubel. 3 Crossout Designators. This is the choice I went with, 3 Crossout and the minimum amount of targets. I literally played 2 hand traps in the entire Swiss, and it didn't go too bad, so, you know. This is basically, the deck is 42, so that we can maximize how many times we can draw the Crossout to try and play around us and Imperm. And this is the brick that makes your Omni Negates trash. And this is the card I went with because I noticed that in red wasn't always very playable. I couldn't setting it from Albion wasn't always providing plays. So since I'm not playing the puppet, I had the space to actually run it, and I liked it. I can say I didn't like it. I'll go through the extra deck very quickly. It's pretty standard. 2 Jade, 1 Guignol, 1 Ribram, 1 Lebellion, 1 Titan, 2 Albion. This is very good, very good. It allowed me to play versus Runic Stan as well pretty easily. Chimera for the in red plays. I didn't make it very much. Masquerade, which is basically your time win condition, because the deck doesn't have another way. And also, when you attack and your opponent is very low, you can make it after the battle phase and seal the game, basically. I had to run something. I chose to run something in order for it to be able to be summoned from Guignol, in case we send Titanic Lad and summon the Quem on our end phase. This was Proskenian. Proskenian has the burn effect, which did come up actually 3 times in the tournament, and also it can help us play around Raging Phoenix, Promethean Princess, because you can banish it and you don't no longer have to worry about it. And since I'm playing Super Poly and Branded, I have the other 3 cards that everyone is playing when they're playing Super Poly. The extra deck was perfect. I wouldn't change anything. I didn't miss anything. I didn't miss the Albion to summon this bullshit.
Real.
Okay. So, side deck. Side deck is where I would change some stuff. I wasn't very satisfied with it. Maximizing the playable removal. For going second to Thrust, I would play a third one. I actually did miss the third one. The hand traps I chose to run were Diddy Crows. Why would you play Diddy Crows? I noticed that on the matchup of the deck with Snake Eye, if Jade resolves to pop everything in the end phase, if I don't get OTK'd, like 99 out of 100 times I would win. The thing is that Snake Eye, as usually the best decks do, can OTK very, very easily. So what I decided to do was play Crow, so that when they use Atlantis to try and summon things back, you chain Crow there, and you survive, and then you have a very good chance of actually proceeding with your turn, basically. Ogre was not very good. I'm not very satisfied with it. It's what I would change to play probably these, which I missed in the top 16. I'm not playing Nib. But I kind of overestimated how good Tempai would be. I didn't play versus any, that could be why. But yeah, I'm not very satisfied
Even
with it.
so, it wouldn't matter that much in my opinion, but yeah.
Yeah, probably. Since I am playing Crossout and Thrust, I had to play a barrier. I chose to go with the Tikaboo because I figured that most non-Snake Eye decks do get hit by it. The truth is that I didn't use it very much because I mostly played versus Snake Eye and Voiceless, so it was kind of dead on my extra deck. The 15th card is Brightest Blazing Branded King. The thing is that breaking Snake Eye's board was not very hard to do with your engine, and plus droplets, super polis and all that. The thing is that the deck has so much follow-up and is so good that on the crackback you won't be able to survive the things that they have to push you on turn 3. So this is the way that you do that, because you usually have to use Jade as well, and it can take care of multiple cards at once, so that you can level the playfield versus the admittedly better deck.
Okay. So that was the deck. Any shoutouts before we call it a day?
I will shout out Vasis top in the Euros with the deck, the Jubel that he's playing.
Let's go.
Things went pretty well. I'm very satisfied with how I did, and don't play Puppet.
Okay, guys. That was the video for the day. If you liked, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, Vasquez sign out. Peace.
うつむき笑うその頬を伝う涙ひと粒